And so it's with deep sadness that I share with you what we are telling 51,000 of our team members today. We are placing nearly all of our hourly part-time and about 20% of our hourly full-time retail employees on a temporary unpaid furlough for at least the next 3 months.
This morning, Best Buy announcing it will furlough about 51,000 hourly store employees starting this Sunday.
And finally, the board of directors and I have taken a 50% reduction in pay through at least September 1st. And my direct reports have all agreed to reduce their pay by 20% for the same period.
Best Buy CEO Corey Berry announcing she is giving up 50% of her base salary. Members of the board of directors will forego half of their payments, their cash retainer fees they get for being on the board. That will last through September.
As for those we have had to furlough, my solace is that they too believe in our mission and will someday soon join us again as we work to enrich the lives of all we serve. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Max Daubenberger. I am an employee at Best Buy. On April 18th, 2020, me and 51,000 of my coworkers were furloughed from our positions due to the COVID-19 pandemic. I was employed at the Eden Prairie location, aka Store 611. Now, when the whole pandemic started, me and a lot of my coworkers were worried that we might lose our jobs. Now, that worry was more or less put aside when they switched over to the curbside business operation. And we felt pretty comfortable until we got the news that everyone was going to be furloughed. Now, I was pretty fortunate in the sense that I am eligible for unemployment, meaning that during this time I can sit pretty comfortably until I am able to return to work. However, a lot of my coworkers are not eligible for unemployment, and I'm going to be talking to a few of those people today. What I want to accomplish with this documentary is I want to sit down, talk to my coworkers, see how they're doing, learn what they think about the whole pandemic, how they feel that Best Buy has responded, and overall I would like to hear their thoughts on the situation. Now, unfortunately, I was hoping to sit down and talk to my general manager and hear his thoughts on the situation. However, PR is not going to let that happen, so instead I will be sitting down with my coworkers, hearing their thoughts on the situation, and see how they have been handling the furlough.
My name is Rachel, and I work part-time customer service at Best Buy.
All right, so I am a sales associate at Best Buy, work in the computers department.
And how long have you worked at Best Buy?
Almost a year.
I've been there for 9.5 months.
Perfect. And on a day-to-day basis, what do you usually do?
I'll either ring people out or take returns, or I'll take phone calls.
So mostly it's just meeting with customers and finding them products that meet their needs, like if they're coming in for a computer or any adapters, power cables, printers, things like that. So helping them find the products that they need to get their work done.
So since you aren't eligible for unemployment yet, have you been looking for work elsewhere?
Personally, I have not. So I'm a type 1 diabetic, which does make me compromised, I guess, to getting it. And so a lot of the jobs that are open wouldn't be safe for me. So I'm waiting it out.
I don't think so, because for the most part, my income's kind of disposable. So I will continue Best Buy as long as I can, and then in the fall we'll see what happens.
So overall, do you feel that Best Buy has responded well to the pandemic?
I honestly haven't really thought about it. I kind of try to think about it as like they're doing what they think is best for the company and for the customers, and I'm just kind of there to follow along. I think that the way I was furloughed was very professional. Josh, the general manager, came, talked to me. Was a nice conversation. He asked me if I had any questions. He told me that, he didn't want to, whatever. And, so I felt respected as an employee.
I think the actions that they took were good actions. I think it might have been a little bit later than what would have been ideal per se, because other retailers, it seems like they were pressured by the government to fall into this kind of business model because it's not profitable for them as much as normal businesses. So I think the actions that they took to respond to it were appropriate. It's just that a little bit later than what the ideal situation would have been.
And do you plan to return to Best Buy?
I'd love to.
Yeah, I do plan on going back to Best Buy.
Well, I think that's all I need. Thank you for meeting with me, and stay safe.